Have you ever heard of a man who tore a lion apart with his bare hands? What if I told you he once killed 1,000 soldiers using only a donkey's jawbone? And in the end, blind and broken, he brought down an entire temple with his last breath. This isn't a superhero movie. This is the true story of Samson, the strongest man who ever lived, and one of the most tragic. In a time when the Israelites had been crushed under Philistine rule for 40 years, hope felt like a memory. But in the quiet town of Zorah, a miracle was whispered into motion. Manoah's wife was barren, no children, no future. Then, out of the silence, the angel of the Lord appeared and declared, "You will conceive a son, but he must be set apart. No wine, no unclean food, and never touch his head with a razor. He will be a Nazirite, chosen to deliver Israel." Shocked, she ran to tell Manoah. He prayed, "Lord, please send the angel again to show us how to raise this child." God answered. The angel returned and repeated the vow. This boy was to be raised as holy. When the child was born, they named him Samson. As Samson grew, God's spirit stirred within him. Power surged through his bones, strength like no man had ever seen. But with power came struggle. One day, Samson went to Timnah and saw a Philistine woman. "Get her for me," he told his parents. "She's the one." They were shocked why marry the enemy. But they didn't know this desire was part of God's plan to confront the Philistines. On the way to see her again, a lion roared and lunged at Samson. But the Spirit of God rushed over him. With his bare hands, he tore the beast apart like it was nothing. Later, he passed the carcass and noticed a swarm of bees had made honey in it. He scooped it out, tasted it, and shared it, never telling where it came from. At the wedding feast, Samson proposed a riddle to 30 Philistine men. Out of the eater, something to eat. Out of the strong, something sweet. If they solved it in 7 days, he'd give them fine clothes. If not, they'd pay him. By day 4, they were desperate. They threatened Samson's new wife. "Get the answer or we'll burn you and your family alive." She wept for days until Samson caved and told her. She betrayed him. The men answered, "What is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion?" Samson's rage. 30 slain, clothes tossed, then vanished. His bride was given to another man. Harvest time. Samson's love rejected. Samson's cold revenge. Burning fields. Grain, vineyards, olive groves gone in flames. The Philistines asked, "Who did this?" The answer, "Samson." Samson's revenge. Fire, slaughter, then hiding. Philistines sought Samson. Judah trembled. Samson retorted, tit for tat. Swore not to kill, they bound him. He faced foes. God's power surged, ropes snapped. He grabbed a donkey's jawbone and took down 1,000 men. Victorious, thirsty, he prayed for water. It appeared. He drank, revived, and lived to fight again. One night, Samson went to Gaza and slept with a woman. The Philistines waited at the gate, planning to kill him at dawn. But at midnight, he rose, ripped the city gate from its hinges, and carried it uphill, mocking them with every step. Delilah, a beauty, a peril, seduced Samson's secret. She bound him, he broke free. Then, "Weave my hair into a loom." He tore it all out, but she kept pressing, day after day, until he was exhausted. Finally, he broke. "No razor has touched my head. If it's shaved, I will lose my strength." That night, while he slept in her lap, she called a man to shave his head. "Samson, the Philistines are upon you." Blind, chained to Gaza. Blind and broken, he was forced to grind grain like a beast, but his hair began to grow. Philistines mocked Samson, drunk and celebrating. Whispering, he asked to be near pillars, prayed for strength. Avenging eyes, death with Philistines. Stones thundered down, the roof collapsed. Samson died, but in his death, he killed more of Israel's enemies than he ever did in life. His body was taken by his family and buried in Zorah. Samson led Israel for 20 years. Flawed, furious, but chosen. His story warns us of temptation, but reminds us God can use even the broken to break chains.